100 men versus one silverback gorilla. How strong is a silverback gorilla? Cause it's not no regular motherfucking gorilla. It's the silverback little shits. Okay, we see the gorilla. Alright, well this nigga's just a bitch. She's letting him grab him. We can't admit the gorilla's strong as hell. Do I think it is most likely the gorilla is whooping all 100 niggas' ass? Yes, but if you grab 100 of the right niggas, they're winning the match. They have to be dedicated. They have to know they are ready to die behind it. Like, they gotta be dedicated as hell. Like, I'm talking die behind that shit. Am I whooping him? Hell no. Don't even put me in a conversation. I'm not beating no fucking gorilla, alright? Let's get that out the way right now, alright? Think about it like this. We don't have to kill the gorilla or beat the gorilla physically. If we send 100 ISO speeds out versus the gorilla, it's gonna psychologically fuck the gorilla so much it's gonna want to end its own life. We need a simulation. That's what we need to see. Think about it like this. Boom. See all these people behind him? They can jump on him, go for the eyes. And listen, this might be sounding a little AO, but you see these bulls right here? These young bulls right here? They gotta go for the nuts, right? I don't care, bro. You gotta die behind it. You gotta grab on that little shit. Bite on that. I don't care, bro. Do you want to die or do you want to survive? Because if it's me versus the gorilla, I'm grabbing his balls. I'm kicking the balls. Listen, anything that is a male, if it has testicles and you're fighting it, you must go for it, okay? If you want to beat these, you know what you have to do? Kick it in the balls. Once the little gorilla pull out his alt move and he start just hamming our shit, pause. We're done for it. I ain't gonna lie, we're done for it. The only thing that's helping us is that the gorilla is dumb and doesn't know how to throw a punch.
One side thinks that the gorilla would pull a Winston and just completely thrash the army of humans with ease, while the other side believes that the sheer numbers would let the humans just beat up the gorilla like it's
No, y'all gotta really understand how much 100 humans is. But also at the same time though, what could we possibly do other than kick his balls and gauge his eyes that's gonna give the gorilla pain? We're not giving him no pain by punching him in the face. That's just not happening. He's getting no pain by getting punched in the face. Like, no weapons is really what does it for us. If we have weapons, easy.
Who is actually correct? Is a gorilla versus 100?
Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, little Harambe. You catching the switch, gang. I'm just being honest. It's the weapons. It's the only reason we lose is because we have no weapons. We have weapons. Y'all can get weapons too. We can give the gorilla a little spear or something. Hey, Harambe, you're not ducking the switch. You're not ducking the switch.
Now, to begin, I think it's important to establish both sides of this fight. At the absolute largest, gorillas can stand at over 6 feet tall and weigh between 400 and 500 pounds. We 6 feet tall too, and Mark Henry's like 395, so like send 100 Mark Henrys out there, we good. With a wingspan of over 8 feet, drastically more muscle mass, and far less body fat. In comparison to the peak gorilla, the group of humans will be made up of 100 average people. There will be no boxers, nor MMA fighters.
Okay, then we're cooked.
And instead,
I ain't gonna lie, because if you send John Jones out there, he might beat the gorilla his damn self. But average humans, bro, we're actually like washed. I'm not gonna lie.
Now, technically, average height and weight varies somewhat drastically across the planet. So for this video, we'll be taking the stats from just Americans when possible. This means the 50 men in the group will be on average 5'9" and almost 200 pounds, while the 50 women in the group will be on average 5'4" and 170 pounds.
Bro, now, wait. Why are we sending niggas that are 5'4" to the group, nigga? Why are we sending Castanet to go fight a gorilla? What are we doing? Have Castanet go box with Lil Uzi Vert. Like, what are we doing? Why are we sending someone that's 5'4"? We have Samoans. We have Russians. Like, bro, there's some strong Russians and Samoans, bro. You send 100 Samoans versus them. You send 25 Samoans versus the gorilla. They coming back with a little something.
Let's look to what actual researchers have said about gorillas, or what we have actually seen.
Jeez Louise, imagine them tackling you like that. Oh my gosh.
Banana trees, shattering protective glass, and have broken human arms in brief attacks. Smaller and weaker primates like chimpanzees have shown feats of strength 2 to 3 times stronger than that of a normal human, around 800 to 1,200 pounds.
A chimpanzee that strong?
Less than a quarter of the weight of a gorilla. Suddenly, the 4,000-pound claims look slightly more valid and would approximately make them 8 to 10 times stronger than a human being lifting-wise, though strength and and weight don't exactly work like that in a 1-to-1 ratio, clearly. Looking back to older information, the statements get harder to verify, but could also be potentially more legitimate, as these were real interactions in the wild. We have accounts from 19th century explorer Paul Chalu recounting gorillas snapping and bending metal guns with their bare hands, or even an older account from explorer Andrew Patel that recounts that 10 people were unable to pin a gorilla down. Finally,
oh my gosh,
calculations around things like gorilla bite force and punching strength, which is incredibly difficult to calculate without, having the gorilla punch something that actually measures the force. Still, even the most lowball calculations put the gorilla's strength at around 881 joules of force, with the highest being 3,660 joules of force. In comparison, humans output only about 74 joules with their punches, which would make a potential difference in punch power.
Bro, we're cooked, bro. I thought we're only at the top of the food chain because we have guns, bro. Just give it up. Just put our life in the bag, bro. We're not beating the gorilla, bro. I give up, bro. We're not beating the gorilla, bro.
50 times.
We're not beating the gorilla.
Speed is something we really need to talk about here. It isn't like other power scaling topics where either side is a blitz difference faster than the other or anything like that. Gorillas and humans are simply comparable in overall speed, with the gorilla being a bit faster in bursts of muscular power, though such speeds aren't exactly sustainable. So overall, gorillas are stronger, larger, heavier, and more powerful than multiple humans combined. Either way though, are the humans cooked? Let's get into it. Now, in a 1v1, 2v1, or even 10v1, I think the gorilla could pretty easily take it. From everything we've seen, from historical accounts to estimations, a gorilla...
I be forgetting it's 100 of us, though. Yo, what's good, my boy kxngzaya? BTZai? I don't know, bro. I don't want to get that shit wrong. Let me know how to pronounce it. Bro, you think we beat 100 people versus one gorilla? You think we won in that, bro? Be honest, bro.
Even if they were.
Be honest, bro.
But as the number of humans increases towards 100, things get worse and worse for the gorilla for multiple reasons. Firstly, fatigue. Gorillas are not used to, nor are they really built for long, drawn-out fights. Most conflicts between gorillas only last a couple minutes at most, which is actually true for most humans as well. But while the gorilla might tear through 20, 30, 40 people, boom, there are still 60 more the gorilla has to beat in order to win. Secondly, in this fight, strategy and coordination genuinely matter. For this fight to even happen, we kind of need to ignore the concept of fear for both sides. If a gorilla saw a group of 100 humans, they are very likely not going to attack and just run away. On the other side, if most people saw a gorilla beating up a dude, they're not going to jump in and help out. They're also running away. With that being said, if both sides legitimately want to beat the other with full conviction and no other options, 100 people can pretty quickly coordinate to absolutely bum rush on the gorilla, who simply would not be able to attack every person at once, even 20 people at once. Which brings up the third thing, weight. For as strong as a gorilla is, especially a potentially tired gorilla,
bro, like 2-3 people is already 1,000
hold
pounds.
off the weight of a coordinated group of humans. At the mid-end estimation of 1,800 pounds, even just 20 200-pound humans would be able to pin down a gorilla, with the only claim to the contrary being from a guy born in the 1500s. Would people get hurt and probably be killed in this effort to pin him down? But again, there are 50 dudes all prepared to do this, let alone the 50 women. But pinning isn't enough. The gorilla would need to be defeated, and even without tools, humans should be able to actually hurt gorillas. While human punches are far weaker than the apes, human kicks are overall far stronger. It can range from over 3,000 to over 4,000 joules, which is actually stronger than gorilla punches from a pure energy output standpoint, as crazy as that sounds. So while yes, one guy randomly kicking a gorilla would probably do nothing, several dozen people all kicking at a gorilla's head while he's already pinned down would eventually take him out. So yes, 100 humans could beat a gorilla. If gorillas were truly a threat to literally 100 humans at a time, there would be far more stories of gorillas actually, killing humans, while we have stories like this for elephants or bears. So
because I don't know if 100 people bare hands can beat an elephant. I don't think so. But a gorilla? Bro, we could figure that out. That's why I'm scared of Planet of the Apes ever come in real life. Because what you mean these fucking strong ass silverback gorillas is toting blicks? Nigga, just stop, bro. I don't even want to think about that shit. That's just scary.